stream has started again. Right, now that we are with the title this time, should be able to.
If you ever
Should work now. I was gonna ask you to do my dailies today, but I did finish everything. I'm gonna do a standard wish, so let's see what we get. Nothing great.
Benny's adventure team assemble.
Only got 10,000 Prima Gems. Me just buy as much as I can from the realm shop thingy. Oh, did I not? Ah, that's such a waste of time. Boom, boom, boom. I don't have enough. I love you.
I love you.
Oh. Boom, and...
Yeah, stream's better now.
Okay. Well, that's that's amazing.
If
Bye.
you ever
At least it's better for now.
Could be, because my phone's saying my internet's stable.
Yeah.
Wrong depot? Yeah. I think it's blueprints I need to buy. Just gonna spam left click. Nowhere near. I had so much fun today. What about you?
I had lots of fun.
Yeah, me too. No. Goodbye.
you ever
Shut up, Tabby. Anyway, now that's over, I can start on with actually doing what I was going to be doing, which were the Ark Conquest. But I think to start the Ark Conquest, I need to finish the story quest. It was Kazuha's.
Yeah.
things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me.
Just teleport to one star real quick. Let's assume that this is the start of a stream. I won't upload the previous part. Hello guys, welcome to this stream. We're going to be doing the Ark Conquests. I think it's the interlude after Natlan. Or the interlude one and then the new monster one. If that is the right order. 'Cause
Yeah.
not sure what the Ark, if there is an interlude after this one. But I do have to finish a story quest, so hopefully that shouldn't take too long.
Yeah. There was an interlude during Natland, so I think it's that one.
Yeah. But we're gonna do Kazuha's story quest first. Ooh. I keep getting sidetracked. I need to cook. Can't get my Malvika online because she's dead right now. But I'll just... Oh, why did I cook manually? It's so boring. We'll do like 99. This 17 of that. Da, 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 da. Just cook that a couple times, as much as we can, I guess. Get our proficiency up so we can auto cook this. A bonus that, nice. Now that college work is, we're gonna have a lot of free time. more streams
Yeah.
coming up. I do have a holiday coming, so there might be like a week inactivity. Which I hope you guys are fine with. It's only a week. I'm sure you won't miss me that much because, you know, I'm boring as fuck.
I'm gonna miss you.
I know you.
You're not boring.
Yes, I am.
Adventure.
Right, let's go. I might speed through this story quest, to be honest, because I really cannot be asked. I usually do speed through
It's been a while since we first set foot on Enos.
story
So
quests.
many things have... Yeah. So... Huh?
Ooh.
Hey! What the heck was that for? Doesn't want to talk, huh? Alright, let's convince him to calm down a little.
That's an interesting sword they have. I do like the purple flame from it, whatever it is.
Huh? So you don't have a vision? Seems like I've mistaken you for some...
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the... No, wait!
Have you ever met someone by the name of... He carries a sword just like you. I've also... That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around, well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling, right? Anyway, just to be on the safe... Oh? What kind of hunch? A special connection? You mean,
We need to make sure we stream like the second part of Forest, because it's been a while since we last played that game.
Rito at the moment.
Yeah, it has been.
We were thinking of getting Sammy joined, weren't we?
Yeah.
Why did it only say that now? Might just sub soon. I mean, I do understand if you do want to sub and avoid the ads, but with how much I stream and my stream schedule, I don't really think it's worth it. But I do appreciate you thinking about subbing, and I do appreciate if you do sub in the end. But you don't have to.
Try and stop me.
Or make sure you get as much as you can out of the subscription, but if you do.
I know where Kazuha is.
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive. If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see Kazuha keeps to himself most.
Oh, so...
I've heard bits and pieces.
Or I get Kyra on.
Something about him
I feel like
walking
she'll be
right in
excited me
shit.
doing a Genshin stream,
Is
because
it
I remember
really as
her
big a deal? Really?
yapping to me about doing
Put it
Genshin
like
streams
that,
when I
he
was
called away
streaming
earlier by
TCG.
some people from the Tenri. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable.
I haven't spoken to her in a while, so
Thank you.
it'd be nice to have a chat
Guess
again.
we'll go...
All right then.
No offense to Xiao, but isn't Kazuha like the best anime character? Because I
They're
remember.
all great in their own ways.
Okay.
Kazuha is really good.
I don't really like Sucrose. And I do want
Yeah.
to change Sucrose to someone. No offense to Sucrose,
Kazuha,
obviously.
Kazuha is actually a really good substitute
Greetings.
for Sucrose. Like a really good upgrade from Sucrose.
Yeah.
Here to extend a gesture of your hard work has secured for
But
us.
then he is
The
also a
Almighty
5-star,
Shogun
so
issued a large array of
Yeah.
you have to get him.
Resolving the Treasure Commission has made the recommend regarding the
I
history.
mean,
of
I can try my
Kaido
best to get
I trust that
Kazuha,
in
but I
short,
do want
there was
Kenichi on
once
his
Yeah.
record
upon a
first.
select bladesmiths who
Because,
served,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there
Kenichi's
came a
my
time
baby
when some
boy.
of these bladesmiths revolted and
Well, we don't even know when Kazuha's going to be back next.
secretly or considering Mr.
Yeah.
Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma. The Almighty Shogun believes he should not only
My
be
mouth
rewarded
still
for his
hurts.
achievements, but also receive recompense in the
Oh,
interest
it
of
does.
preventing further
Yeah.
harassment of the Bladesmith clans by
Are
the
you
Fatui.
okay?
This is a true
Yeah, I'm
honor.
okay. It
I am
stings.
delighted to be in a position.
Yeah.
Would I be?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth.
I feel
We
really
seek only to
bad.
correct a past injustice.
You
With the
didn't do
Kaidahara
anything.
clan's reputation and
No, I know I
operation
didn't do
restored,
anything,
the
but I
Kaidahara
feel bad
you'll
for
be
it.
able to lead a safe and
Don't have to
prosperous
be.
life in Inazuma City.
I have grown accustomed to. Yet my ancestors.
I sense some hesitation in your work. Should you accept this offer,
Malicious rumor?
well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi. Also,
What?
If you
That
want,
is
we can
correct.
play some DBD
However,
in the
This
meantime.
is just one of many similar rumors. But perhaps
What do you mean?
the shogunate is willing to.
If you want, we can
publicly
play
support
DBD
me.
later.
this is precisely.
Yeah, later we can.
In fact,
I
let
don't
us put
actually
this
see
discussion
myself
on hold for the
completing a
moment.
story quest and 2 arc quests.
Well,
We nearly
I mean, Layla said we could
why would such a
play a game
dangerous
later.
individual- No.
Yeah.
This puzzles me as much as it does you.
I wonder if she was
My
caught.
fighting forms were taught to me over time. These
If you know,
those
you
forms are
know.
quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle.
all the more
I
reason
think
to
I know.
attack. This guy was a simp.
Indeed, he
Keep
sounds
it that way,
highly
then.
aggressive.
Yeah.
Anyone he targets is at risk of.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say, I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join the traveler in investigating the one who attacked him.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on, let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in... Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
I want to at least finish the arc quest that I have right now. I don't know how long it is exactly. I'll just speed through it, because you know,
Yeah.
really like to read a lot of dialogue. I skim through it, but I don't really take time to read it properly. There is just too much dialogue. Genshin that I really cannot be up.
Hey there.
I'm sure you
I'd like to ask
understand.
you a quick question. Do you know
Yeah, I mean, I'm someone who likes listening to the Archon and story quests,
Yeah,
but I know there are people that just skip it.
You are too
Yeah.
kind. We are currently investigating.
Oh? You were target Mr. Kaidehara is current. To be honest with you, our detectives, some of them were offering us millions.
millions?
Please, accept my thanks.
Of course. No matter... Sorry, I got a little... But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect...
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attack? The Tenryo Commission had very few leads. I thought...
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about... If anyone had
A
been
while
out there
since I
attack-
last was in Izuma as well.
Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already...
I still
Hmm,
find it
yeah.
difficult to... Few people possess your prowess in
I
battle.
think
I don't think
Inazuma,
I really go to Inazuma much now.
There is
Inazuma is
cosmic
definitely like
great
one of my
grief to
favorite
see
regions
someone
though.
become for the poor victim.
Yeah.
Sure.
This would be a
Don't worry. We'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero.
You flatter me.
As well
You
as
are
Fontaine, I
much too
love
humble.
Fontaine.
Oh, actually, let me tell you about it just in case.
Fontaine
Sure.
seems like a Layla
During
place,
times like
if
this,
you know
the
what I
more
mean.
information we have, the better.
All right then. One of them is a pretty...
It, yeah, definitely.
Two grown men going missing at the
Posh
same
place for a
time.
posh
I
person.
recalled this because Ame...
Understood. Though it seems highly unlikely to me.
Sure. Can't hurt. We never...
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma Smith.
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation.
Layla's back home.
If it isn't Kaidehara Cup.
You two know each
Oh,
Yes.
actual,
The
thank you for
Kaedahara
the
and
subscription
Amenoma
for
clans
2
were both
months.
members of the Raiden Goka. After I returned to Inazuma,
I really appreciate it, man.
Techniques of unfortunately, a series of
I can't remember
events
if
led
I've
to the
actually
grad-
changed my card details on Twitch because I
It is
feel
a great
I
pity
think
indeed.
money's
In the old days,
right now.
as an
It's
example,
linked
there is
to
nothing missed
Ellie's
as funny-
phone,
That's right.
Ellie's card.
For only
Sorry,
a
I need to link it to my card.
You are, without a doubt,
So if I can't
the
do that,
most
I'll
worthy
link it to
wielder of
Jake's
a
phone
machine blade.
card.
It gladdens my heart.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal. But let's get back.
If
on
that's
track
okay
to
with you, of
assist
course.
with the
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
He didn't say a
Got
word
fed up
before
with the
this,
ads.
but I've done what I
Yeah,
can so
ads can
far.
get quite annoying, but I appreciate it.
We heard that there was a collector.
Sorry about the ads.
I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato. Yes. Strayed. If I had to guess, he's never been particularly interested in Blade 4.
How did you know Layla was back home?
Truth be told,
Like
we have
360.
some based on the evidence we have gathered.
What? No, he is humble and. Yes. But.
Do you remember that was a thing?
that said, if he
Yeah. I mean, in a month you'll be able to connect your own card to it.
he might be capable of,
Yeah.
coerced.
It's
Anyway,
just I don't know
should you
because
find
I think they'll start sending money after I reach £50 zone, and I think I'm actually kind of close.
Paimon doesn't think
Yeah.
Nagato was the one who attacked us as well.
And obviously I don't want the money
Sounds as if
being
something
sent to
happened when the two
Ellie
men met
because
each other.
I doubt she would send it
Let's
to
pay
me.
a visit to the Nagato household.
I can actually check. Da. I go to create dashboard, monetization, analytics, earnings, payouts. Right now we're at $31.
Yeah.
So we are over halfway there. Let me just quickly check the... because I cannot remember if I actually already did it or not. But see where it's sent to. Give me a minute, guys. Payout method. It was my password. Great. What was it? What's this? Oops. Okay, yeah, it's still linked to Ellie's phone. Or card. Phone and card. So I will have to change that. I'll probably change it tomorrow. See if I can change it to my card. If not, I'll ask you to... You can have my Twitch money if you want.
No, I'll send it to you.
No, you won't. You don't have to.
No, I will.
Anyways, carrying on with this.
God should broaden their
Use J keys, or I'm happy to use mine. Don't actually use my card for anything. Yeah, I'll just use J keys. Thanks for the offer though. And yeah,
Well, if you have to be 18, I can.
yeah, I don't know if there is an age limit. I am quickly gonna go to the toilet once again. I'm just gonna let this cutscene play out real quick, and I'll be right back.
Afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but
I am back.
seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him,
Welcome
I
back.
was happy everything was fine.
Thank you, Cheeky.
Uh-oh. What happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. He wouldn't
What are you
sell
doing
them,
right now? What are you up
wouldn't even
to?
touch them. I'm happy he has a hobby.
Not gonna lie, I was just looking at your stream.
And that led to an
You.
argument.
Actually, it didn't. You must understand. After I said those words, he froze. His
Oh,
voice was
guys,
so weak
actually,
and pitiful.
I do have an announcement to
I
make.
felt an urge
You
to
should
take
play
everything
the
back.
hit game Unseen
But then
Deception.
what? If I didn't draw the
Which
line, what would happen to our family?
I'm actually gonna find
You
a link for.
shouldn't.
Yeah, you should. It's the best game ever, made by Jake Brotherton himself. It'd be actually quite helpful if I could find it. Have you played Phasmophobia? Have you played Unseen Deception, Joe?
Had I not indulged his
Much
bad
better
habit
than
and-
Phasmophobia, but go play it and let me know
Nah.
what you think of it.
I see.
He hasn't played it yet, but with me and Sammy are gonna get him to play Phas.
Sammy did give me Phasmophobia, so you expect to stream very soon. I'm not sure soon when, but very soon. I'll let you know.
Yeah, probably a weekend.
Yeah, I'll let you know on WhatsApp when I'm about to stream Phasmophobia if you wanted to join in, watch us play.
Even though as long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf.
Please don't get upset. If collecting things is a habit that but the information we gathered from the other side suggests Amenoma Yuya.
Do I have to go through the same torture Sammy went through for making my
A
emojicon?
little confusing.
Let's try a change.
Well, unless you want Sammy to go through it for you,
Thank you.
I don't want to torture her with that.
then yes.
Okay.
Based on the
I'm sure
information we've
I'm
gathered
able
so
to do it.
far,
It might look a
I
bit
can
shit,
only
but
surmise that the sales meeting between the two
Yes,
was
I'm sure you'll do fine.
disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded. Though its exact role, do you have any thoughts?
Nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Oh,
That is the most likely conclusion based on. However, in this case, if this is indeed what happened, and the innocent man had one fact that I keep coming back, Mr. Nagato, the more I ponder it, the more right. Amenoma Yuya lacks
I'm also
a key
working on a game,
distinguishing feature of the attack.
fun fact, called A False Truth, which
stone here.
I've started production on, and it's
Let's
going
keep
quite
going.
well.
Since we've come this far,
I've actually got it open in the
if we can
background.
solve the case, both Mr.
Can't wait to
Amenoma
finish it and,
Mrs.
you know, let you
Nagato
test
will
it,
be
play
able
it.
to get some
Okay, but where...
Let's
It
head out
might
of the
take some
city and
time
check out the
because it was only
warehouse.
like around a month
There's
ago I
still a chance
started,
we may-
but it's going well so far. I mean, if Jake says it's good, then I'm sure it is actually good. He'll never lie.
Yeah, it is going good. And it is good.
It's going good.
Wait,
It still feels weird that it's going good. It
there's
shouldn't.
something ominous.
Oh, this must be another one of those, as sketchy as that whole thing seems. You did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
Now I'm picking up a.
How's Kyra doing, Mason?
There's nothing here.
It's gone now, but it felt very much like that ancient. Indeed.
Actually, he might be playing your
This
game.
We should remain.
That's why he's not replying. Pretty good game, by the way.
So it's an
The force is definitely coming from the source of the Tatari, judging from the concentration.
Mrs. Nagato said.
It could well be that he was already on. From what I've been to, but most will develop a Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. Step back. I'll open the door and take. If we don't open this door, we can move no You needn't worry.
What's down?
Everything's buried in debris. I can't. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in.
That was too scary.
All we can do now, two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. I fear much misfortune.
Really needs to catch up with
Yes, let's quiet your
Genshin.
mind.
I feel really far behind.
You're not super far behind.
Only a bit, though.
Yeah.
Mint.
Try and stop me!
From this point, the trail appears to split into two. The
You know,
main
the
source
first
of
question we
Tatarigami
should ask
energy
Mason after he
continued on
plays the
into
game is
distance,
whether the voice acting
with a
was
small
made from
portion
AI or
around
not.
here.
Yeah.
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls. They're acting really strangely.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Didn't catch that.
Ugh.
Well,
Can't remember what I said.
according to this
I either
letter,
said how's Kyra,
conflict arose.
or
Yuya started the fire that
do you
destroyed
think
the
the voice
warehouse.
acting was AI?
Wounded
So,
But other than that, I can't remember
He
what I
was
said.
not whatever traces there may have been of his fate. Yes. Right. If Aminome.
right. So let's get moving.
I wouldn't be surprised if, for a practitioner, all the clues that it. I have a hypo.
Wait.
I believe so. On with the search.
Gliding cool, yeah. And there's an electric. Yeah.
He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Why here?
I'm not sure. Show yourself.
Kaede Harakazuha.
Oh, it's the guy we fought last time.
At
At the
last.
start, I think, at least.
So it is. What's your problem, huh?
Yeah, with that cool ass sword.
Possibly have against
Indeed, there should be no. But what
Yeah.
if instead of facing Aminome Yuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
I want that. Look at it.
Now that you mention it,
Hmm.
it's giving off a strange light. Whoa, whoa! Surely you don't mean...
Tatarigami entered the blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years.
There may be a way to get that
or
blade.
rather, as a means to occupy Aminome Yuya.
You're saying that as in there is a way.
You're
I just
sharper
don't know
than I
yet.
thought. You've already deduced the truth of the
Yeah.
matter. Many,
There is a
many
way.
Years ago, I was forged
There
by
is a
famed
way.
As a descendant of the Kaedehara
Hmm.
clan, you should be able to get.
I presume it has something
Right.
to do with the right.
Indeed. At that, he was a bladesmith of great. And sure enough, in the end,
Do you mind just tell me?
he achieved what he had set out to do.
I'll let you
Not
figure it
only
out.
bestowed upon me the great
I assume it's in the
strength,
story
but
quest.
also endowed me with a consciousness of my
Is
own.
it just
Mayhaps.
In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most.
So,
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had. After the death of my creator, I seek but one thing. To face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power.
Well, it's a Raiden Shogun's
the
blade.
might of East.
You know, the
Tell
tit
me,
one.
What happens to those you've possessed?
My hosts. Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools.
How
that
does she
serve
pull a
mission.
sword out her tits?
They got tied.
You're awful.
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time at long last. Kaedehara.
It is a
Now,
gay person. Pull their sword out.
body over to me.
Their crotch?
Either the arse or the crotch.
I'm going in.
Stand clear.
I don't know why that came up in my head right now.
Pyroclastic surge. It's time.
Do not stand in my way.
Your bluff's fool.
Lost. I can never, even if you defeat me here. The one, he is but a puppet that can be the end result.
I'm going to
is the
smash into
same.
pieces.
I will end, and even if I were to, by any means necessary.
Great
Your
band, by
fighting
the way.
style.
Great artist.
It is indeed, but from your movements,
Amazing
I sense only
band.
hatred and arrogance, as well as a
So
thinly
another
veiled
artist I do
mania
want to
and
see
despair.
live with you and Sammy.
You can tell all
Yeah.
that just from his
As I've mentioned before, the forms
I just
of
don't think they do
Ishin
many
art
tours
convey the
here.
user's thoughts and feelings.
Yeah, but
Since the blade is currently possessing Aminome Yuya's body, its movements.
when I am
express the
older,
inmost thoughts
I
of
am
the
more than
blade.
welcome to,
If you ask
more than
me,
happy
the
to
mania
travel
is probably due to
on
your
sites.
desperate
Oh, yeah.
single-minded
Yeah, same here.
devotion. You believe I
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you? On his deathbed, he passed to me in that regard. Why would I?
Because all of that, I've been wondering why, now that I've seen inside, after all the time,
Oh, that.
only when Mr. Nagato, well, that you were determined. I think you realized, but the way I see it,
What would you know about any of this? I'm.
you returned to Ina even if you were to sever that divine light. Is this true? Sure, you inherited. How could you possibly unleash the full
You know, if the
potential?
Mondstadt quest that was released a couple weeks ago, was it like an interlude or was it like an actual Arkham quest?
I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see.
I know you haven't played it yet. I was wondering if you did know.
Easy for you to
I think
say.
it may be an
Face reality
interlude.
offers- I have
Okay.
no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation.
Because interludes are usually much shorter than Arkham.
It is poor.
How stubbornly
Yeah,
you
yeah.
I do not believe for a
What? Surely you're not planning to agree.
Very well. Then once we have dealt,
And as for your end of the bar,
I accept.
Don't do this, Kazuha!
this is the only way to save Amenome Yuya. If we the cursed blade's strength is currently the power of the Tatarigami lies in intense.
But even so,
Even if things take a turn for, we have a chance here to save an innocent victim.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance now. Take me in your...
Oh?
Kazuha?
I felt a little dizzy it's all right. So far, this was as I will.
What should we do next?
We find some although this blade has endured much turmoil. If a blade built for Ishin art can, if he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no
Wait a minute. Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that
all right.
what about Amenoma Yuya?
The blade says he'll let Amenome Yuya trail us silently. Although he has.
Are we sure this is a good idea? Okay,
We're pretty far here. Um,
Try and stop me.
one of them domain things, which usually have a trial in them to get to play as
Give
Kazuha.
everything on this journey to me. One with nature.
Is it his signature weapon, Jakey?
No.
Okay. It seemed like it, sorry.
Yeah, no, it kind of does, but it's just for this story quest.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I'm all right. Though he's making every effort to persevere,
Something else on your mind?
how strange. Rather than trying to control me, let's keep going.
Oops.
One with nature. See no more. It's my lucky day. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. My blade. The wind knows me.
Whoa! Something's up with the blade!
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. He cannot hold out much longer.
But what would that do to Amino?
I will be careful with it. He's still trying to...
So far, liking Kazuha right
Time
now.
to go.
I'll probably go for him when he comes out.
The wind knows me. Into the wind. The wind knows me.
Ow. I need to talk to Kazuha as Kazuha.
Yes. And it looks like he's reached his...
The Shin's grown a bit
Perhaps this time we'll...
true form? What are you... Is this the same blade as before? It looks...
If you choose to continue in this state, maybe you did true. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of faith. I finally figured you wanted to reach a state of... But regrettably, we are not the only one who truly under...
Here they are! Take them down!
Where do they keep... Yep. We can...
Don't worry, it's just...
Oh my, oh. It reset for some reason. It's annoying.
There's more! To the ferry.
You fought way better with your own sword.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in... No one knew anything of my story throughout my travels. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you...
But in this too, you have failed.
Indeed. No matter how hard I tried, I could not attain that perfect... Too much time has passed. My physical state is poor, and without yours is the blade that took on the...
Actually, this is... Forging and this blade has traveled the skill. There is something else I must tell you. Tatarigami is a malevolent. Though you tried to I resisted it. I feel a great sense the moment you embarked on. You have known this for a long...
He gave me... How could I I said to him...
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
He now has neither the ability... When I touched the hilt for the first time, a bladesmith lay quietly on a newly forged blade lay by his side.
Wow.
Indeed. He spent the rest of his life. He felt intense regret so he instructed all he wanted to show.
So that's what... After the...
Right. This blade has... Yes. Time would not wait or stop because of his... He seems to have calmed down.
once told him that but darkness and slaughter not only did I fail to fulfill his ambition.
You are finally seeing.
Since we agreed to the term, but I still cannot bring so.
Hey!
It has to be done in this my physical form as well.
His attitude has. What do you think, Kazuha? Should we give him a...
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. Alas, nor have I ever. My fights were devoted. You are.
Oh,
I will release Amenoma Yuya and restore. You must have plenty.
understood.
I see. I utterly despise. If a duel can help to... I do not wish to be a mere victim in this story.
There's no need to worry.
Thanks for your help.
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could appear at any moment. We can't stay here. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater...
That's the main. Ooh. Feels like we're somewhat near the end, but I can be very wrong with that. I'm gonna get started with this conquest.
Adventure time.
Hopefully we don't have another request or something to do. Didn't say we didn't have to do one, but you know. Hopefully it's just this, and then we are conquest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still counts still. Even if... Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. Successor of Ishin art.
Successor of Amenoma art.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
Wind Strider.
Ow. I feel like his skill recharges quite quickly. 8 seconds.
Yeah, it's quite quick. That's why it's a good replacement for Sucrose, because you can just suck all the enemies back in.
Yeah.
As one with wind and cloud.
Thank you. Although he appears battered and broken, in your hand, his sense of savage.
You also fought well. There are a few things that I
must apologize to you for all that has transpired.
You need not seek my forgiveness. Nor do I have the right to forgive you. It is too late.
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see my transgressions as mine alone, and not let them stain the legacy of Ishin art. I strayed far from the straight and narrow path, but I beseech you, please understand this.
Yes. I too trust Mr. Kaedehara to do the right thing.
Thank you, successor.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. Maybe we can go back there together.
What does he want to go...
I'm not sure, but...
Seems like we're there at the end.
I am sorry to have troubled you.
A prized But I have some good news.
Really?
Yes. Badly. And now that Yuya is back...
I think I know what you want.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the...
Yes. He said he wants to take control.
What?
He tells me that he's thought of... I have decided...
You... But... He... Ugh.
Thank you. Okay. I am ready. Let us begin. Please, stay true to your promise.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable.
Cutscene time.
But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness. There's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is not
That's a
yours.
cool ass looking blade.
It is.
Rest in
Is that his signature weapon?
No.
So,
It really matches him
my
though.
lost consciousness will
It
disappear.
does.
Kagotsurube Ishin. It seems like deep down he disapproved only in the fun.
Seems like
The same fervent ambition that gave. Speaking for myself, I'd rather. I understand. Hearing your quest to face the god after everything.
oh
I will continue to support you from.
wait.
Oh, and it's also.
You've returned. The Tenryou Commission is all.
Wow, you sure can.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer. Please,
What's that?
Kagotsurube Ishin. A weapon by means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. And so, it looks like
I see.
the Kaedehara clan has always been a family. Were I to accept your goodwill,
You misunderstood.
I am aware, but I still...
Very well. I can understand. However, if you should ever change.
Great.
Where will you travel to next?
I'll probably take to... As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
And that's done.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of questions
Hey,
after
guess
our
what?
last conversation
Yeah.
with Nagita.
Oh, I get the sword.
I was ready to ask her a million more questions, but
Let's
I
go.
don't want to seem too pushy.
What?
Like, about these descenders.
That was it. You got the sword.
It's a sick sword.
And as for
It
your
is.
sister,
Does it allow us to actually sub the alcohol? Yeah, it does. Is this where we meet not Traveler, Wanderer?
Oh, you're still there, are you?
Come on, serious suggestions, please. I'm not trying to write a thriller here. It's supposed to be an essay, you understand? An essay that...
Well, if it's facts and logic you're after, you shot yourself in the foot with your choice of
Yeah, well, I want to write my essay.
Yes, you came to me. So,
You can't tell me that Sawada doesn't sound British.
Karasuna? Is it just Paimon or is it kinda great?
Who?
Let's go find out.
The guy that was just talking then. You'll go talk to him in a moment.
What's his name?
I don't really know how to say it, but Sawada? Sawada?
If only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say
Just the
about
grey
him,
haired
this
guy
seems like
there.
the kind of thing he'd know about.
oh, you're the traveler, you say?
Okay, yeah, he does sound British.
Hey, what's with that face?
You're the Traveler, you say?
No, of course I believe you. Actually, I first heard about your great exploits when I was still in Inazuma. This is my first time coming face to face with you and
Yeah,
your
definitely
mysterious
British.
silver-haired companion.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe my luck, and out of force of habit, I started.
You know the voice actor?
examining the evidence.
I do not.
So what? For the
Genshin voice actor.
My teacher chose this area of research as a personal
By
If you don't mind.
Kit Harrison, apparently, who's also done voices in basically nothing else.
Apart from the sword man.
That's right.
British.
Akaba's teacher has spent.
So first this strange person goes missing, then a murder happens?
Yes, my thoughts exactly. So I helped out too.
Yeah.
Stop shouting!
This part's important. It just so happens that even back then,
Who
Tatara
are you, sir?
Wait, so there are 2 missing people in the—
That's right. What's more, Niwa is a name.
Yeah, United Kingdom.
Oh, the swordsmith?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like Ishin art and
that means
so
Genshin is getting people
yes,
from the
you
UK.
really know your stuff.
Unless he's in the
Something
US
then
now.
seems to have happened in the
Kainahara clan.
Sawada, you left out.
But he was born here.
Yes,
Get to the point. Repeat.
according to information acquired.
Puppet?
Aha! Judging by the looks on.
No! Paimon just meant—
I agree.
Oh, and please read. Sawada was encouraged. Oh, how about if I plug the holes in Sawada's narrative with.
Wait! You're allowed to just make stuff up? Pretty sure you've gone from essay to guessay there.
Akaba, look. Besides, if there really was a.
Good point. Okay.
We have some other stuff to do.
All right. Thank you. If you've.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it? Okay.
The Balladeer is Scaramouche,
If we
right?
did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it.
Yeah.
After
Okay.
all,
Yeah.
I remember.
Akaba should just pick a different
The
topic.
Balladeer is Scaramouche, who is also Wanderer, who is also Lucy.
That's what Mason said.
Yeah.
Told you.
He literally just
No, it's not pretty good.
It looked like
It's not pretty good, it's really good.
No.
the balladeer. No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see.
One Scaramouche, you better play your boss fight scene again. The entity camped you.
Yeah, it does that.
You find any bugs, oh Jake. He's got the exhibition soon.
If you find any bugs, I am gonna do shit all about them.
Traveler Paimon, there you are.
Sneakida.
Bad news. We just saw the balladeer. Did he escape or?
Sure enough,
Oh god, it's...
you're here.
Oh, Sammy is missing out here.
Sanctuary of Surasthana.
I know, right?
You're supposed to be locked up.
I'm gonna take my plate down quick, so I'll BRB.
Yeah, that's fine.
My idea to set the balladeer free. A deal?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can. But if that's the case,
Don't flatter yourself. It was. Nahida said there's still some.
so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. But
It's not every day you see people questioning.
don't you dare try to drag
What are
the
you
life
up
of
to,
us
me or
all in
Jakey?
terms of reason.
Well, I for one have.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable The balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. Plus, he's a former harbinger. Wait a second. Former?
Me?
You mean
Wait, let me just hear how I sound real quick.
I take no pleasure in saying this, but he's a former harbinger. It seems as if the doctor had
Me?
no intention of welcoming back the
Wait, let me just hear how I sound real quick.
I take
I mean, from what I can hear, it sounds pretty fine.
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody
Okay.
will ever abandon you.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings.
I think these two have made their objection to that.
Yeah, obviously. Then Let's put that discussion to the side for now. Today can be a trial run.
Just talking a minute.
All right.
We're
Then I'll
just
do what we
talking to the
agreed.
Balladeer. We got Nahida, Traveler Paimon, doing the Arkham quest. I think it's called Beam version of Genesis.
I have my reasons for this decision. In fact,
I think this is the only interlude that we have until the
actually, that's the whole reason we came to
Mondstadt
study
quest.
them.
Got it, nice.
You may remember it's possible that
Just
it
send
was
me it and
limited
I'll
at the amount
obviously
of
what's wrong.
information in Ermin's, so I asked the Balladeer to search in Erminsoul for any information. Exactly! Or I understand how things will go. Our minds have connected as Sumeru's deity. It is my responsibility to be on guard against the. If this deal with the Balladeer hits my pleasure. I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise, even though he only has a friend. Of course, I'll be there
Temper,
to
what's
help
up?
guide you through
Alright.
Erminsoul from the outside.
Let me just finish this cutscene, then I'll play it.
Thank you. Prepare yourselves. I'm go.
Play it.
Wow, it looks pretty different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
I mean, from what you recorded, it sounded normal to me. I don't know if that's just me, but
Look at that. Hot on my heels.
You know, it's always
you
sounded
didn't
fine
have
to me
cut
and
your catch-up
Jakey.
short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized.
Shut your beak, jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to be so smug!
Yeah.
I understand that prisoners have to
Sorry
put
if
up
it
with
is
harassment from the guards.
irritating.
But right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you should think about backing off a little.
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Erminsoul. It is an environment like no other, and the most important, unlike anywhere else. Erminsoul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. I know
It's
there are
fine, it's fine.
grievances
Don't worry
between
about
you
it.
on both. Fine. Let's
I
go
know what you meant.
but only until this mission's over.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of it. If there are no further objections, or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
I can't spell today. I mean,
we can start now.
Erminsoul access granted.
yeah, I do admit today is like, I've never seen you
Small sapling?
spell kind of badly, but again, I'm not that. I'm not judging you or anything. It's fine. I know what you mean when you say. Hope you're okay though.
So this is the inside of Erminsoul. Ooh.
Oh, this is nice. I like that.
And it feels like a sacred place.
Erminsoul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tevat. Every bit of information flowing.
I found the problem with the computer, and it's
jaws up off the floor.
because the files are corrupted.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of it?
Do you mean what computer do you mean?
Can you still sense
You mean
what
the
kind of
laptop with my
Erminsoul is?
files in it?
Yes.
Or the
Permission
PC
to
I
begin
gave you?
searching for
Your old
information
files,
there?
yeah.
Permission granted. Go ahead.
Let's go.
I don't
Stay
really.
close.
It's like
Don't
it's
go
not
running off.
priority, but I would prefer if I have them. But it's not a big priority, so don't stress yourself with it. If it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, just delete the files.
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion. Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out.
From what I saw, they are mostly Unity projects, which I don't care about anymore. They were probably like prototypes.
These sapling things have spread
Games that I already have on my computer right now.
Those are all packets of information from inside Erminsoul. Be careful not to touch them.
It looks the same in every direction. wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was
Am I
actually
doing the right thing? I assume so.
Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little? We're here.
What a
Lesser Lord Kus,
Good, you made it.
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access.
The Balladier's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to.
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything.
Will do.
Huh. For once, we're the ones with nothing to do.
Traveler, Paimon, would you like to talk? Yes, I've also.
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends. There's nothing wrong with us talking like this once in a while.
Paimon's never tried this before, so Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladier's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
As I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me. Perhaps today will be the day. Well done. Smart in it. So, you made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true. Betrayal turned the Balladeer into...
Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that.
Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created...
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident.
If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so on?
Really? Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination. At least that's what they thought.
Oh? How interesting. Those two managed to deduce quite a lot through...
So the Genshin got it
well. They guessed right about one thing. Tatarasuna was sabotaged.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved. Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation. Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So...
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul.
Wait! How did you know about that?
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you. Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself and making cordial conversation, huh?
I'm back.
Hello. How are you?
Hello. I'm
You good?
good. Yeah.
Anonymous data.
I just noticed something funny.
What did you notice?
Wait.
You know that Hershey person?
Mr. Niwa,
Yeah.
are you certain this is worth
Their
the
status is, why do y'all keep saying my Discord account stolen, SMH?
It may not pay to
I wonder why.
No one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
I don't know what you
Is
mean.
that so? Well,
Well,
since
they seem to literally message everyone. They get everyone's connections and message every person. Which just seems like a bot thing. So that's probably why people are saying their account got stolen.
I I have been in Tatarasuna for some time now.
Because they're talking to like 1,000 people at once.
Tatarasuna is a
Yes, so
warm,
yeah.
welcoming place. Like a giant
So I wonder
village.
why.
People are gainfully employed. Their lives have purpose. They are motivated. As I understand,
So
the
fucking
Raiden
itchy.
Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. The forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished. Skills.
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, you allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed. Even now.
You flatter me. From the outset,
So you say, Escher. But is this...
My good sir.
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. Because I didn't want to speculate. And I didn't want... What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems? Worker fatigue and casualties are up and continuing to rise. And recently, as you well know, someone died because of that strain. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. But that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher?
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was...
After all, Nagamasa...
You're well in...
Why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting I find a job as a diplomat? Sadly...
Enough! I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone so we can absorb it and put... I'm in charge here.
1 second, just gotta go move the cars around.
Yeah, that's fine.
You don't...
Drop the act! We're past that now. Whoever you are, I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you have...
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment.
Oh.
A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from...
You...
Oh. Well, now this is a dramatic change.
You're a little... I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well. At least for the first few days. It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher was an alias, and that I was not... And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity, and what I seek in Tatarasuna.
If you kill me, there's no one who can get inside the furnace. So you're really going to destroy the...
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some may not see him as a person, but you told him yourself. You're not a puppet. You're a...
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found...
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue which I have in abundance. If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity. I'm a Fatui Harbinger. Call me... the Doctor.
The Fatui?
Just to create a minor inconvenience.
That's it? That's why you gave us your...
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when faced with its My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside world. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else instead. What other reason?
If he has nothing to prove to anyone.
What a beautiful way to see the world. Think of me as a I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend become a human? Mr. Niwa? Already dead. Jester, I have completed the task you gave me. Creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings. I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful...
Oh, it's interesting. Quite some betrayal there.
Hey!
Dottore. Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic from... But why did we see things from him?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so, but it means nothing.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means. Even more so than I.
Let's give him some space. He looks really mad.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but why has that gotten him so...
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's next, so now you have... It was all a horrific experiment planned of all the unwitting After the events, the load was far beyond. The mechanic answered. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable... He thought Niwa had
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an...
Yes. Only if he understands this can he choose a new path forward.
Dottore, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Shall we see how he's doing? Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have... It won't. Oh,
Hey, are you
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Teyvat.
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Don't thank me just... you look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info.
Huh?
The reason why there are records about your sister in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was her first destination when she arrived in this world. Plus, she only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The heavens?
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with your sister for a time. I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about... Did you get all that?
Yes.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but...
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself. Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, give me your hand. Can you hear my voice inside your head? No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is exchange. So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past? Done.
Huh? What the? What happened?
Nothing. I was just thinking. So long.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say
fast reaction time, but I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabukimono will those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at
Hey! Balladeer!
You know, I never did, but if a colony of harmless ants
Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared. Oh no.
Oh,
Nahida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened?
It was the Balladeer's fault.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or...
Where the heck did he go?
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here. Even though I'm not sure I can solve. We're running out of time.
We're out! And
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you. I'm sorry, but this is
an emergency? How about...
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer meant? And... He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible! Right! You can't just rewrite history! All that stuff happened already! It's like... Imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it. So, why does Paimon still have a bad feeling about this? Oh, Paimon's so confused. Huh? Sorry. Paimon accident, but erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that... Paimon, there's no way he'll actually... There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on... Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's so... How about... Alright, Paimon will start. And Drayan chill... I'll... Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon... Is that a food... What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something... So, the Balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds like... Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh? Fine by Paimon, but... Is everything okay?
Interesting. Time travel.
Try and stop me!
Let's see what our Scaramouche's chain.
We made it! To Amanoma Smithy!
Ah, it's been a while. Of course. Go ahead. No. Now there's a question the once renowned Raiden Gokuden. The art of forging practiced by these most of the great swordsmith but fortunately, Kaede Harakazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, if my memory serves me right, you yourself...
Oh yeah, we learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden, then
That, in fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. Oh, he told me that, as we are both, there is no harm in telling the Raiden Gokuden were the targets of a murderous rampage.
Vengeful?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and showed Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation, knowing that they had just one chance to save Count the Smith's death. Though in his heart, the whole of Inazuma powerless and destitute, alas. Finally, in his fury, he but when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killings, that is why the Kaedehara clan and their...
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Kazuha? Why, yep. My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, Rat. On to the next stop! We're here! This is the Yashiro...
Traveler! It's been a while. If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate. They're not...
Are they out on...
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the Commissioner's place. If it's urgent, you're welcome to wait inside until they...
What do you think? Shall we go in?
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're...
We'll be heading in then. Thanks!
Hello, dears. Is there something... Of course. What would you like to know? Oh, they're both very well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather busy As for the Commissioner himself, well, you know, busy as ever. That much hasn't changed. Although, he does seem to be in a rather good mood these days.
So pretty much business as usual on the Yashiro Commission, huh?
Very much so.
Well, got any more questions?
You're very well. Miss Kamisato talks about you, I must say, many things in Inazuma.
Alright, goodbye for now. We're, great. Goodbye, ma'am. Don't worry, we'll see ourselves out.
All right, then. Take...
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yep, everything's taken care of.
Very well. Safe travel.
Rev the engines!
Well, here we are. But what are we looking...
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the Traveler and Paimon?
Xavier? What are you doing here?
I was in the general area, and now I'm in...
We have some questions and thought you might be able to help.
Certainly do. I've researched the furnace here. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away. Like the back of my hand. Not only that, but I've met people in Oh, well, I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging...
A couple?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not the first Fontaine tech guy to come and work on it either. There was a guy back then, too. They say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade. It seems like the technological...
Hey, weren't you gonna ask Xavier something?
Oh, I didn't.
Me neither.
What brought this on? Sure, go ahead. A kabuki mono? No, I can't say that I have. I do know the word, Inazuman, for those eccentric types who always go around. But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have. Of course! Don't mention it.
Oh, we're leaving? Okay.
Oh, you're most welcome. More than farewell.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for. Sure, but keep your smiles. Hey, don't. All right, let's head off and go meet Nahida.
Try and stop me! Hey, it's them!
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Indeed we are. If you have a
We have time. What do you want to talk to us about?
It's the same topic we discussed last time. Oh.
Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh? Should we do it?
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress. Huh?
I presume you'll want to read mine as well.
Well, what do you think?
Hey, Traveler. Remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about—
What did you find out?
It's a long story. Basically,
Wow, so many new details.
Well, well. So it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Ugh. So there's no ghost story here after all.
This new information actually lends further credence to my hypothesis. Evidently, swordsmiths were seen as having an incredibly prestigious role in society.
Yes, okay, point taken, you were right.
and they're back at it. These guys are real—
Oh, so sorry.
You're welcome. See—
Keep us in the loop if you find out anything.
Will do. Nahida, we're here!
Traveler, Paimon.
Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting and chatting.
The balladeer? You look troubled. Traveler?
Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the balladeer,
But how is—
as the traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember. Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone...
So, you believe this person really existed? And we just don't remember him because...
Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. But the Traveler comes from a world beyond to that. That's why there's no information about him in Irminsul, and it also explains why any change... So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's...
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this Balladeer guy's motivation.
I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was... Something else worrying you? Something that it couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died. Once the Balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. Now he saw them as friends again. He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And if he thought there was a chance he could save his old friends, the story makes sense. The Balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but that power then enabled him.
Yeah, it just feels so hopeless. He gave everything.
Please wait a moment. Found it. This should be the one. It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything he has told us.
What is it?
A record from a personal collection. You should take a look.
Is this a fairy tale?
I authored this record.
Huh? You wrote a fairy tale? That somehow has...
When combined with the Traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is now...
Hold on. So this record's...
Yes. Any information about the Balladeer or the Kabuki Mono and other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story, and changing the information in Irminsul changes to... But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story...
That's incredible!
And sending the Traveler into This story is abstracted, but if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one he told us. The now irate...
Quite sad.
There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with... Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree, who had been abandoned by the human. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender, and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, the monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, the foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. Never again would it check how it wished to swallow them. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this.
We solved it!
I remember now. This is not just the Balladeer story. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be. I buried it deep inside one of my.
It's hard to believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us. Paimon has no memory of him at all.
The Balladeer agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful before he vanished, he confirmed an important detail. That Conria was where your twin first came. We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around.
This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. So the answer is not everything. When you give someone the truth to others looking on, this never forget that even, and that is what you have.
Yeah, Nahita's right.
Good idea. Paimon.
You got it. Come on. Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar. That'll be sure to lift our spirits. It must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that.
Full throttle! Rev the engines!
We're here! What should we eat first? Hey, are you gonna answer or what? Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. What is it? Have you figured it out? Why'd you jump up?
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill.
Andra.
Look.
Hey! Hey!
Hmm? You mean...
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you see? Look, if you're gonna help...
I wasn't paying close enough attention. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city.
Who's that guy? You know him or something? He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work to do, you keep letting... I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I'd pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this...
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything.
You're welcome, I guess.
Leave it to me. I'll find some...
Stop. I'm gonna level with you, kiddo. I've never met a worker who said they didn't... You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around, taking in the sights. Are you a...
That's right, I am. We can talk more about that later. First, let me get those fruits you needed. Sunsetius, was it? I'll be right back.
Hey, what do we do now? Okay, stay...
This'll do.
Even though you say he's the balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Stealing his Senserias? Isn't that a bit... Oh, alright.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I... Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help?
He's fine.
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice. No, we haven't met. I have no recollection.
Are you...
Sorry, but I just can't take...
A puppet?
Huh?
You were right.
I guess you do know me after all. Look, I'm just a wanderer. Okay, but please let me...
Are you really working?
Yes.
That's...
Let me take these back. Then I'll...
Then let's return...
Full throttle! Rev the engines!
Here you go, boss.
Oh, you really went and picked...
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me.
I was just about to pay you anyway.
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted... But look, it was... Imagine you and me for a sec. But anyway, taking you in...
But I don't... No. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye.
Don't mention it, kiddo. I've run into all kinds of characters over the years.
Thank you. All right, done.
Full throttle!
What's wrong? Huh?
Hello. I do apologize.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything.
You say that you are trekking across Teyvat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why did...
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to...
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called, previous incarnation.
Oh, like a past?
Yes, something far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. Oh, you want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation. If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to... But I'll be able to handle it.
Is truth something you care a lot?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you nearly died because of what other people did. And many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes, you have to let parts of yourself go.
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history.
In terms of the outcome alone.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time. A chain of cause and effect. A cycle of karma and consequence.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are not enough to explain the...
It seems like my previous incarnation.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but... yeah.
If we were enemies, why are you...
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met. He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust that everything you told me...
Yes, it's all true. I can even...
Please, I want to see them for myself.
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet. With no heart and no name.
Very well.
Wait, shouldn't we go with him?
Don't worry. Whatever...
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
Oh, good point.
Understood.
Thank you.
This looks like
Right now, you're in a dream I create. These memories will show you...
Sounds like an immersive experience.
You don't need to do this for me.
We never give up halfway.
All right.
Wanderer.
Is that because...
You...
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. No, there's no way. There's some... You're awake. What? Huh. Not a script.
This man is Katsuragi.
And the rest is history.
In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as a mechanic. The balladeer, then known as the Kabukimono, disappeared not long after. As the second, but Katsuragi had sworn lifelong...
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name. Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabukimono.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Huh? What are we doing back here? Whoa, this is where you...
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing.
Okay, I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died. He kept coughing all the time, just...
But you can't. You promised...
Yup, we're family now.
This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him. His father died before he could name him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. Some of the neighbors helped her. After leaving Tatarasuna, the balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him.
What happened to the child?
He died from his illness while he was still very young. The balladeer came home one day and found that he had stopped breathing.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others.
The voices have gone. It looks like the memory ends here.
Let's keep going.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Or you could continue to
This place is dark.
In the original version of events, the Traveler once encountered the...
Such a creepy atmosphere. And... Hey, look over there!
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools?
Huh. What do you have to gain from belittling your subordinates? Perhaps you find fighting in the abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this...
What a funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true...
Save your breath.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible. And don't let your emotions get in the way.
Surely you're not worried.
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never failed to find ways to...
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed out like trash, must make you want to destroy it completely. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still... Look at you. Oh, don't get so sentimental. Now, give that poor little tongue of yours a rest and stop pretending like you're above everyone else. Bye then. See you at the victory feast.
Poor little tongue? Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now.
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to come. Wanderer.
Yes.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
So soon. Let me amuse myself. Prepare yourself.
Everybody stand!
Animal test 60.
Show no mercy! Try and stop me!
No escape.
Shine no longer. Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru.
Considering that Amorta's sage...
Welcome.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial...
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible. In the event that a successful connection is established...
Nothing worse than what I...
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you. Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the abyss.
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they think if they knew that nothing matters to you, apart from your crazy experiment?
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche. The mere fact of your utility does not make...
The doctor again?
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Paimon.
Let's move on.
You're a god. Do you think I'm...
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
In your eyes? Are there any differences between humans and...
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between humans and puppet? Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Whoever has loved and lost...
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, I'd like to reclaim the sins that are mine, no matter the consequences. I won't run from blame or punishment. Can you return my memories to me?
Huh? But won't that mean you'll lose your...
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules. As a puppet living in a human world, my life...
Regaining your memories means reverting Are you sure you want to do this?
I've lived with the void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since But then I met you. And I finally realized... I've always felt to have... So I beg you.
Very well. Since your mind is made up...
Can't see.
You have made your decision. Now, take this.
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is... my...
Is he alright?
Hmm. Let me fight it again, please. Best boss fight.
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
It's fight time.
This is
Let's
trying
go.
my patience.
Have you got all your memories back now?
You got any more stupid questions?
Ow.
Feeble human! Behold! Insignificant past! The wind rises. At my command, you shall fall. Nothing worth mentioning. Know your place. Cycle begins. Too slow. Too slow. Behold.
Feeble you! Swarm Fury! Too slow. Insignificant pest! Imbecile!
Second phase.
What did you expect?
There's the tone of like, wait! But it was you inside that thing too! What have you—
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am. You sound— But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now—
The memory recovery seems to have been a success. This dream has served its purpose.
Come on. Let's
Welcome back, traveler. You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, after learning about everything the doctor did, I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui. And they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected a lot of people. And they might not even remember who the 6th is.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything—
But that doesn't mean your own—
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had. You weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see changing the world, changing the past, changing the fates of other— What you were looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not heed your will.
Indeed.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so—
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my plan, but before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of—
Utility to others is what gives me work. Oh, right. I almost forgot. You're the good guys. You're into justice and all that. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers.
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before and after that point? I want to know as well. I will try.
Traveler. After I dove into the information torrent in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma? So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor, and I'll do everything I can to pay it back. Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't you worry.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset to zero. I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. There is no such thing as balancing the books. Some things in everything that you feel is real. To be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose whether and—
But humans can't live without a heart, can they?
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. You're just bearing— The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become, until one day, it is but a tiny fraction of your life.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated.
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal.
Ooh! Paimon wants to pick...
Why?
Because...
A name is life's first gift. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new...
No! Paimon only does nicknames! If it's a...
What we're gonna name him.
Are you sure? Oh, alright.
There. Now you have a name of your own.
What about a nickname? Take your time. Everyone who
You mean
the doctor.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly. But...
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. Well, they ought to know. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma, please tell them that I was the one responsible, even though the events have...
I see.
Huh? But if we do that, then...
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. What's that look for? Don't make... That day will come. Alright. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone!
What he went through today would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant. He'll need some time to calm down.
Yeah, true. But even so, after everything that's... So we can finally...
Thank you both.
I've got it! I can end my novel with some words from...
You mean because everyone...
Yeah! I heard that Mikoshi Nagamasa died. The dark clouds had dissipated. Then, one night, as an old man, he had a dream. On the... All these express... Life!
Seems like we are on quest, and I will probably...
It's about time we had a break. As soon as you stop, all the tired... Wow! Huh? Look at the vase! Did someone break it with...
You sound lost and confused. I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind...
Huh? Is there some...
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. Perhaps a god may have a slim chance. But for anyone else, when a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may sway, it is not displaced. The same is true of fate, like a vase that falls to the ground. Whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird, the result is still a broken vase.
Who are you?
History does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eyes. Only that which you see is true. What is unseen is but an illusion.
The voices disappeared. And who the heck was that? And what were they doing coming out of nowhere and saying all that scary stuff? Ugh. Hammy feels wrong just leave.
It's done.
You know what?
Oh.
Windbloom Festival should be coming up. We haven't been to Mondstadt in a while.
Comes to claim. Shh. Shit. So does look like we have an issue. You have new Mondstadt one to do, but I'm probably stream. I'm probably thank you everyone for joining. Thank you Mason for the description. I really appreciate it a lot, and I'm just gonna raid out someone real quick. Browser. Let us see. Go with Swarm. Top raid. Thank you everyone for joining, and I will see you next time. Do follow if you find this amazing, and be streaming more lately now that college is finished, but catch you next time, and out.
Maybe you wanna help me. I am in crisis because the moment I'm gonna go up, this is where this challenge is gonna